Excuse me, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Nasher. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 203 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So, if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. What is your all-time favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! GX booster set? Let me know down in the comments below. And for this week's episode, we actually have something very interesting for you guys today. And apparently, Konami has announced a brand new booster set known as the Limited Pack GX Osiris Red. Obviously, Osiris is referencing Slifer, this Sky Dragon, Slifer Red, Raw Yellow, and Obelisk Blue. Basically, that's what they were referencing from the days of GX, and this is actually going to be one of the most interesting sets in the of the year, because we are expected to get this sometime later this year, I believe. If I'm right on this, we are expected to get this set in 2 months. So sometime right around like the middle, like maybe in the middle of May, like maybe like at the end of May or something like that. We are expected to get it then, and this is going to be very interesting because as of right now, we are expected to see pre-orders come in, be available in May, and then I think later in the year people who pre-ordered their boxes will be expected to get them sometime later in the year. But this will have 10 packs per box, 4 cards per pack, with 56 cards, which all are ultra rare, and 12 of them will come in prismatic secret rare, 24 of them will come in secret rare, and then one card only. There's only one card, only one, that will come with a brand new illustration. I'm assuming a brand new artwork, I assume. And also there will be 10 new cards will be added, 3 of which we already know of. So I'll be talking about each and every one of them right now in this video. So the first one is actually a Jade and Yuki card known as Heroes Rule 1 5 Freedoms. Here's the artwork. Here's the artwork of it. And it's a normal trap with the effect saying, reading as follows: select a total of 5 cards in the in the graveyards and remove them from play. So this basically is so this is basically Soul Release but for heroes, which is kind of okay, I guess. Then the second card is known as Chaos Distill. This was actually used by Enma, I believe is his name, Enma or something like that. or something like that. It's been a long time. I need to watch GX again, but Chaos Distill is a continuous spell that says any of your cards sent to the grave are removed from play instead. So this is basically Dark Law, but for you. That's basically what it is. And the last one is actually a Bastion Misawa card known as Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum Plus Minus. And it is a 7-star Earth Rock with 2,700 attack, 1,300 defense, and the effects read as followed. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one Magnet Warrior Sigma Plus and one and Magnet Warrior Omega Minus, I think it's called, from your hand or your side of the field to the grave. This card gains attack equal to half the attack of one face-up plus monster or face-up minus monster on the field. So basically, this card is actually kind of a crazy card, but we're probably not going to be seeing these cards get played at all, like at all. Maybe Chaos Distill for some weird anti-meta strategies. But for the most part, you're really not going to be seeing them get played. But again, we do know that we are expected to see 10 cards get 10 new cards get released, three of which we already know of, which I just talked about, which are Heroes Roll 1 5 Freedoms, Chaos Distill, and Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum Plus Minus, which I swear those dogs never shut up. Those dogs never shut up. Sorry guys. If you guys heard the background noise, that's my dog's barking. We have 5 dogs in the house, and it's insane. Anyway, moving on. So as far as this goes, I know that we're still missing a few cards from Jaden. Obviously, Heroes Roll 1 was one of the cards that we have been missing for years. I know that Chaz still has a few cards that we never got printed. Bastion has a few cards. I know that I think Bell, does she have any cards missing? I don't think so. I think it's just Chaz, Zane, Jaden, Bastion, Aster, and I believe Blair Flanagan, I think, are the ones that have cards that we never got to see printed, if I'm not mistaken. I will say though, anytime that we ever get a booster set that features cards from a certain, from specific GX characters, damn well it's gonna be insane. Like when you look at this set, hang on. That's if I can still find it. Oh, here it is. Here's right here. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Took a second to find it. When you look at this set, Phantom Nightmare. Yes, I still have my box. I haven't gotten the chance to open it up yet. But when you look at this set, obviously, you think of Bell. Obviously, finally getting, finally becoming her own archetype, if you will, which is crazy. When you think of What's that one set? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of the set. I need to look it up. Give me 1 second, guys. If I'm right on this, there was one booster set that I remember. Um, Here we are. Maybe this might help. Burst of Destiny. That's what it was. Burst of Destiny. Um, when you look at Burst of Destiny, one of the biggest one of the biggest like GX cards you could ever think of is Destiny Hero, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, which DPE even by today's standards is still a very it's still a very very crazy card. It is still probably by far one of the more better cards between both it and Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. Just because of the fact that you can pop both itself and another monster on board, and you're able to bring it back, and you can just keep doing that over and over again in an endless loop, if you will. That's definitely one thing to consider. Again, I know that Chaz still has a few cards that we never got to see printed. There's a couple. There's a couple. I think I I'm trying to remember what they were. It's been such a long time. I have not seen GX in a very long time. But I know that Chaz has a few cards. Jaden's got quite a few cards. Um, Jim Crocodile Cook has some. Jesse Anderson has like maybe 1 or 2 cards. So again, this is gonna be a very good set. Probably this is gonna be very good. Again, we're expecting 10 brand new cards to get to be released. As the reprints are concerned, I can honestly say that we may end up seeing a bunch of cards for a bunch of reprints for Jaden, for and for Bastion, like maybe maybe the Water Dragon, cards, like Water Dragon and Hydrogeddon, Oxygeddon, um, um, maybe some of the old school e-heroes, like maybe Burstinatrix and Clayman, Avion, maybe Sparkman, and or something. And maybe even also even also we might see Professor Banner, because Banner was basically the Shadow Rider. Um, Hang on a second. All Shadow Rider. Seventh Shadow Rider. Here we are. Here we are. This will help me out. Um, Amnail. What was his name? It took me a second to figure it out. I'm like I was 100% sure it had an A in its name, and Amnail was the exact name. I will say though, again, we are expecting uh there's a lot of cards that we have yet to see. The Alchemy Beasts is definitely something that we haven't that we never got to see printed. Um, Chaos Form. I think Chaos Form was one that we never got to see printed. Dummy Marker, I think, is another one that we never saw released. Let's see here. Golden Homunculus. Immortal Class, I think, is another one that we never saw printed. Rainbow Blessing, I think, is another card that we never got to see. There's a lot of cards that there's a lot of cards from GX that we have never seen, that never saw the light of day. And I think this set might end up just being the set that we can that we can see them get released. But it comes down to the big question of, are they going to be useful by the standards of 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh, where Blue Eyes is back in the format, Dragon Rulers are back in the format, Kashtira is still running rampant, Raziel is still running rampant. Snake Eye Rescue Ace is still out there. Yubel is still out there. Can these decks, these old GX decks, fare well with the decks of today? And honestly, I don't think so. I think this set was more so designed for collectors and anime lovers alike, but not much so for the high-end meta players out there who would prefer to play the next big thing rather than go casual and play play casual decks, like Black Wings or something like that. I mean, there's really, I mean, again, we don't know all the cards that will be in this set, but once the remaining 7 cards do get released, I will talk about them on the channel, and I'll talk about all the reprints that will be in this set as they become available. But for those who are asking about how much they will be, they are actually going to be 3,500 yen per box, and the base price is going to be 3,182 yen, which I believe 3,500 to USD. Let's see. Yen to USD, you're looking at as of right now, you're looking at approximately about 23, maybe 24 bucks USD per box, which if you're looking at the base price though, it'll be about 21 bucks. So it'll be a little over 20 bucks, which I mean that's a pretty good excuse me, that's a pretty good steal, considering the fact that booster boxes nowadays go for somewhere between like 60 to 80 bucks, depending on what set you want to purchase. Like with me, with this set, Maze of the Master, I just got this in the mail earlier this week. I spent almost, I think I paid like close to like 80 bucks or something like that on this box. I don't remember. I think it was that much, but that was with the taxes and with the shipping. The base price minus the taxes and shipping is like 70 bucks. So it wasn't cheap. It was not cheap, but I can guarantee you that but it's possible that I could definitely break even with this box, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not really sure exactly when I'm gonna open up the box, but we'll have to wait and see. But I can't wait for this set. I believe you can get this in Japan. It says here, exclusive to order at Konami style and satellite shops. Made to order product, reservations start in early May. So So you basically have to pre-order your boxes before beforehand, but and before they sell out. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be a very interesting set. Can't wait to see what new cards will be in it. What and what the reprints are gonna be. We will have to wait and see. But with that being said, that will do it for this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.